So we take marriage very seriously, we take raising children very seriously, and all of a sudden we've forgotten that we were the youth and we were the naughty kids, and we did have our little ups and downs, and we all of a sudden put on this what you call mask, I would say, to say that we are perfect people. And we put a whole lot of pressure on the child and say, you do the way we want you to do. And if you have children who are all the time rebelling, not doing what you and I want them to do, well, there are no problem children, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to say, this speech is on behalf of children, and I stand here on behalf of children. And there are no problem children, there are a whole lot of problem adults like you and me. We cause the problems, we face the consequences. And we live to cry because that's all we can do most of the time. We can cry and say that we did so much, I made these sacrifices, I did this and I did that, and all of a sudden, everything is crumbling in front of you simply because I'm handling my children incorrectly. Their little hearts should never be broken. Their little thoughts must be given respect. It is very important that we learn to respect their little thoughts. Because you know what? They are the future of this world. They are yours and mine, it's true. But they are in return, on the other side, they are the future of this world, and they have to be a citizen of this world. And this citizen of this world, what type of citizen am I raising is a question. Am I raising a citizen who is frustrated, who is angry, who doesn't trust me, who has so many complications? Children are not born with complications. Are they born with complications? I just want to show you, this is the mind of a child when he's born. It has no complications. No complications whatsoever. Unless otherwise he's physically deranged or anything like that, genetically past any difficulty. But this is the mind of a child. And what we are doing is we are depositing things into the mind of a child. And what am I depositing is a question. Yeah? From the time he or she is born, what we are doing is we are writing the book of his life. And what am I writing? I need to sit back and think, what am I writing? We have dreams. We all love our children. There is no question about it. There is no argument about it. We all love our children. But in the name of love, we do a lot of things that may not be suitable for the development of a child, especially the tone of our voice, the words that we speak, the actions that we take when they make mistakes. What kind of book am I writing is a question that I need to sit and ask right now. Because at the end of 24 years, you and I will sit back and read this book that we have written. So, as against education, we all need education. We all need to be educated. But when we look at a human being, are we looking at PhDs? Are we looking at doctorates and PhDs and so on and so forth? Is that the focus in my life? Or am I looking at a child who is built with character? Now, character does not come through education. Education will give wings to jobs and to career prospects in life. But what sets you as a citizen of the world is the character that you hold as a person in life. And that's where you are looked up to. That's where you're picked up by people. Why? Because you are a person of character. So, as against education, we are looking at education in a five-fold development. It is physical, emotional, social, cognitive, and spiritual. And I said this in the primary school, and I'm going to say it again here. As against the 5 developmentals of education, or the total development of the child, there are 2 very important criteria that we are looking at in terms of helping a child to develop and attain this character. And that is emotional development and spiritual development. So if your child is not emotionally stable, education is not possible. He's not going to be able to concentrate on work. He's not going to be able to be cooperative in school. Teachers are going to have problems. Why? Because a child is not a verbal communicator. He cannot sit us down and say, hey, I have a problem, can I talk? Can we have a chat? When they have problems, they react in a different way. They become rebellious, they become disobedient, they defile parents, they talk back. They do so many things to get yours and my attention, simply because they want to say something to you and me that they're disturbed about. Daddy has said something really nasty today, and I'm really hurt. Mommy and Daddy have had a huge argument in front of me, and I don't like it. All I can do is to sit and watch. I can't do a thing. I can't jump in the middle of my mommy and daddy and tell them to stop, because I'm only too little. I'm not considered a person who can contribute to the family. But all in all, who is getting affected by this is the little child who is in the midst of us. And this is the child whom you and I have brought into this world, and we say that we love them passionately, unconditionally. How can we be so inconsiderate or insensitive to the needs of these young children? It's not about you and me, ladies and gentlemen, it's about them. I have trained my teachers, I train my teachers everywhere, and I said, it's not about you, it's about the child. You want to go down to the level of a child, you have to go down on your knees, just do it. Simply because you're made to be like that. So as parents, in the name of love, we do some things, we say some things that we can never take back. What happens to you and me if our boss has not been really nice to us today? Can I function in my office? If he has called me up and given me, a deadline, or, told me off today, what happens to you when you walk out that door? Can you function the whole day? It's impossible, because my mind will be racing back to what my boss said to humiliate me or to upset me or to accuse me of something that I have not done. Yeah? Let alone all of those things. What about the little issues that we have in the family? Husband and wife and husband. We do have a bit of an argument, and the wife cannot work the whole day until she gets her last word in. Yeah? She would always say, always think, I'm waiting until he comes back, I'll tell him what I have to say. I think I'm speaking to somebody today. Yeah, that's how we are. Because we are so emotionally caught up. We are so emotionally caught up, and we have to say, have the last word, hook or by crook. We will say what we have to say. Doesn't matter whether we can take it back or not.